Welcome. It's Facts You Don't Know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
Due to coronavirus, he locked in the garage for 5 months. The city of Wuhan has many stories to tell the world, and here is a curious case of a 26-year-old resident who has gained 225 pounds in body weight while sitting at home to stop the coronavirus. The man had to be rushed to hospital by an ambulance on June 1st when the lockdown was lifted as his condition became too critical. He weighs 616 pounds now, being the heaviest man in the records of Wuhan City, where the novel coronavirus first appeared. The photographs of Zhu, published by the Wuhan University Central South Hospital in Chinese social media site Weibo, revealed that medical staff were examining the Wuhan man after he was admitted on June 1st. Before the coronavirus outbreak, Zhu, the biggest man of the Wuhan, had worked in an internet cafe. He stopped getting out of his residence when the city went into lockdown in January after the COVID-19 cases started growing rapidly in the Chinese city. For almost 5 months, he had not come out of his shed and gained 224 pounds of excess body weight. A senior doctor at the hospital has disclosed the story in a social media article. He wrote that the man had been seeking care in major Jiangcheng hospitals, but in vain. On May 31st, Dr. Li Ten, the deputy director of the Obesity and Metabolic Surgery Center of the Central South Hospital of Wuhan University, received a phone call from Zhu, who desperately sought his help. "Doctor, for 48 hours I haven't closed my eyes. It's so hot. Can you support me?" The next day, an ambulance was rushed to his position and Zhu was taken to the hospital's ICU. At the time of admission, he was weighing 278 kilograms, and doctors found he had many life-threatening symptoms such as heart failure and respiratory dysfunction. The hospital mentioned in its Weibo post that the doctors at the hospital sleep medicine center hope to monitor Zhu's sleep, but that he was too obese for any test. The length of the chest and abdomen belt cannot be reached, and there is more fat in the brain that affects EEG signals selection, the post said. Since obesity is prone to sweat, this would affect the interpretation of EEG results, and its thick arm made it impossible to detect conventional indicators of physical health, such as blood pressure. It took them more than a week to give symptomatic treatment to control Zhu's condition, and doctors declared him in danger on June 11th. Zhu has now been moved to the Obesity and Metabolic Surgery Center's General Unit. Dr. Ten clarified that when Zhu was admitted to hospital, he was overweight and occupied the entire surface of the hospital bed without even turning over. He said obesity to Zhu has been caused by genetic factors and endocrine abnormalities. The social media post indicated that a successful form of treatment may be to promote weight loss by removing a portion of the stomach by surgery with gastric band or stomach reduction. Otherwise, the heart and lungs will soon be overwhelmed by unnecessary weight, presenting a great threat to Zhu's survival, it said. Dr. Ten, however, is very cautious, as the risk of surgery is equally high. I can only hope that a body weight will drop more than 50 pounds in 3 months by changing the diet and rest and other approaches, so that the chance of surgery is significantly reduced, he said. Until then, Zhu will remain in the hospital's general ward. Doctors are hopeful that he can adapt to his current physical condition and assist in decreasing his body weight as much as possible before he undergoes a practicable surgery to reduce his stomach.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.